In his sanctions announcement, Trump accidentally named the wrong supreme leader of Iran, who has been dead since 1989.
Here's a summary of the article.
President Donald Trump mistakenly named a supreme leader of Iran who has been dead since 1989 as the target of new U.S. sanctions. By mispronouncing one syllable in a press conference in the Oval Office Monday, Trump said he was sanctioning Ayatollah Khomeini of Iran. Khomeini, who died in 1989, was the predecessor to the present supreme leader. Sanctions imposed through the executive order that I'm about to sign will deny the Supreme Leader and the Supreme Leader's office, and those closely affiliated with him and the office, access to key financial resources and support. The assets of Ayatollah Khomeini and his office will not be spared from the sanctions. The sanctions imposed Monday come amid escalating tensions between Iran and the U.S., with Trump abruptly canceling a decision to launch airstrikes last week against Iran after it downed a U.S. drone. Targeting Iran's head of state clearly touched a nerve. In a Tuesday speech broadcast live on Iranian TV, Hassan Rouhani, the president of Iran, said the Trump White House is suffering mental retardation.
This post received a score of 14,058, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Or to speak, or know people's names, or to have any coherent policy goals, or really to do anything besides golf on my own golf courses, throw and attend parties, talk about myself. Anyone remember when we thought we couldn't get worse than Bush? Dude looks like a saint now. Cheney is still the devil.
That the left still universally hates Cheney but is slowly coming to accept Bush in the face of Trump says a lot about just how horrid of a human being Dick Cheney is.
Honestly, even as horrid a human as Dick Cheney was, he was at least competent in his evil.
Which is precisely what made him so evil. I shudder at the thought of a competent version of Trump. That guy is probably coming in 2028. If you idiots elect someone who makes this ass clown look good, I'll be rooting for North Korea to nuke you. You will have lost your right to exist at that point, and it will be up to the rest of the world to put you down like a sickly dog.
3 years of closed-door discussions with all the world's most powerful dictators, literally nothing has been done to stop election interference, most likely the opposite, gerrymandering, hackable voting machines, sellout politicians as if there's any other kind, and a mind-boggling swath of the population that absolutely worships a psychopath. I guess what I'm saying is, you're assuming that our vote will even matter. I hope you're right, but I'm more and more doubtful all the time.
He's new at this, from an elected official who thinks this is an excuse.
He's new at this, 3 years into a 4-year term. Can you imagine being at a job for 3 years and trying the "sorry I'm still new" excuse? They'd laugh on the way to firing you.
Almost worked for Homer.
But that was Homer's first day. He was never a submarine commander before.
My mistake, sir. It's my first day. Lol, 8 years, fired. Maybe Iran wasn't wrong about calling him retarded.
The thing is, are we sure that they meant Trump alone or just the entire White House of the U.S. right now? I mean, let's not forget that Pompeo, Bolton, and likely every single anti-Iranian hawk within the U.S. government is likely still extremely butthurt over their stooge, the Shah, getting overthrown. It would be no surprise to me that the U.S. war hawks likely haven't bothered to update anything about Iran since the '79 revolution, and still have a massive hate boner against Ruhollah Khomeini, regardless if he is dead or not. Some elements of the absurd hate towards Iran by certain members of the US Gov make me think they'd go so far as to even dig up his body and push it through a kangaroo court before hanging it for having to gall to oppose the US. Edit, as I love to dig this out, as another comment reminded me of it in relation to the Trump-Iran Twitter shit-flinging, I'd like to do a callback to when Erdogan and Netanyahu had their period of Twitter shit-flinging, trolling.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.